Alright, but we're gonna go live here in just about 5 seconds, it looks like, here on the Aerowalk. Go ahead here and kick us off. We're gonna be watching Rikoll off the bat have a fight for Mega initially. Rikoll now having RJ back up for a red armor, grabbing lightning gun as well. So he's got a good initial shot here at map control, as well as the weapon control of the lightning gun. Now weapon stay is on, of course. The Rikoll has to guard that for all he's worth, but Milton right now very well stacked up himself. Right now with 124 yellow armor and quite a bit of that mega health left over, making his way, making his attack to the red armor room. It's going to be spawning back up in a few more seconds here. Yep, there it is. Rikoll's got the pick up very, very cleanly. Not a lot of challenge here from Milton so far. He's just looking for his way into it. Rikoll, he's not initially looking to make this a very fast game. He's looking to sneak back in through the teleporter, take Milton by surprise, get a bit of damage done. It's going to be traded off both sides, but he's going to need the rocket jump back up for a quick, clean escape with red armor.
Milton's actually pretty good on this map. He usually plays fast, but here he's playing slow because he got this bad spawn, and now he's a frag down. But this is looking good for Rikoll. I think he has the red and the mega. Yeah, look at this. Full map lock.
Absolutely, and there it is. Now 2-on-1. Rikoll is going to start to turn up the heat a little bit, and on Aerowalk we can expect to see a hell of a lot of quick frags and after the spawns. Rikoll right now with the stack in order to make happen. Milton looking to get a bit more damage done. There's a really direct rocket taking down Rikoll's red armor. He's now down to 150, now 84, but moving back on over towards red armor, he's going to be able to get the grab. And so far, Milton hasn't been really able to capitalize on these red armor grabs too often. Of course, Rikoll's changing up the timing quite often, and you can see Milton trying to come in and get some damage done, but most of the time, he ends up being late to the party and ends up paying the price for it. So right now we're looking at 4-on-1. Rikoll still looking as strong as he ever was. Now these rockets from Milton are going to be absolutely vital to knocking down Rikoll's stack and making a push here for the next red armor. But once again, Milton is going to be nowhere near the scene of the crime.
Well, the reason he can't grab the red is because Rikoll is controlling it. And this is all... He's not taking any risks at all right now. 4 to -1. He's perfectly fine if that's how the game ends.
And it's kind of interesting to see a slower player in Quake World for Aerowalk, especially with this kind of context. But yeah, as you said, I mean, Rikoll's got everything he needs right now. That rocket, though, at the teleporter, though, that's going to be a big issue for Rikoll. He's able to take down Milton, though, at YA and pick up mega health in order to recover, so he's still very strong. Is this going to be an open window of opportunity for Milton to make a push for red armor?
No.
Maybe initially, but Rikoll coming up the stairs is be pushing him right off.
If you were paying attention, you would have noticed that Rikoll has got the last 2, if not 3, yellow armors.
Oh, I see how it is, yeah.
And also the mega health and the red armor. So he's in full control of everything on this map right now. There's a close call at the yellow. Oh, and now there's a chance for Milton. Only 13 health and red armor.
He's going to have to soft shoot back on over towards the teleporter for another bit of health, but he's back where he needs to be. Milton's able to pick up a bit of armor here, though, for a way to sneak in that one rocket that'll knock down Rikoll's stack enough just to do some significant damage. There's a steal from Mega. This is exactly what Milton needs right now, especially with that rocket bump off. Rikoll heading back through teleporter to the top of the map. Now at 50 and 50, picking up YA here. He's going to be able to, well, just watch as Milton takes away that red armor. But Rikoll still playing it very slowly, as you said earlier, very cautiously, not really giving anything up. And even with all this time that Milton's been able to pick up a few items, Rikoll hasn't given away a frag yet.
Oh, he's about to. Because you saw Milton capitalizing on one mistake that Rikoll made. He took one extra rocket to the face, and now Rikoll is, has no red armor. Milton is controlling that. And Rikoll was doing a good defense job, but eventually on Aerowalk, you cannot be on the yellow armor forever. Eventually you will die. And Milton just has to be patient.
But I fear that he might be getting a little bit anxious here. We're seeing a lot of attacks where Rikoll is able to push Milton back off, but once again, yeah, he's not taking too many risks here. Milton's making sure that he's got control of red armor. Look at all that damage done. Milton's going to be eating a buttload of that right there. Rikoll heading back through, looking to finish him off, and there it is. That is how you get map control back.
Now, it's Milton has to keep pressuring it, but this is a good chance for Rikoll. It's a back and forth battle. Milton with the red, but Rikoll in position for the mega. It should be up pretty soon. Nope, it's for Milton now, so Milton, again, comes back with the map control.
And we're going to switch over to him right now as he is currently on the chase. Rikoll only a bit of yellow armor. Rikoll getting stuck in the corner. The first real choke moment that we've seen from him so far. Milton's able to use that to get back up on the board. Only a 7 frag difference, and in Quake World Aerowalk, that is almost nothing. And so it's definitely to Milton's testament that he's only been giving away, you know, 1 or 2 frags right here. But Rikoll is able to pull together a 1-2 punch. Right below red armor. Milton coming back around the corners to be eating 1 more rocket. Rikoll's a little low on health here, but the opportunity for Milton to keep the pressure on is starting to slip away.
If you had told the people watching this right now that with 5 minutes this would be the score, Rikoll 10, Milton 0, people would laugh at you. But this is what it is. Rikoll is actually really, he's no joke, and he's in the chance to beat Milton at one of his main maps. He's got the red, and there's another frag from Milton. He couldn't control the map. He got the frag, but he just couldn't control the map.
Now we're starting to see Milton turn up to a bit more of a frantic pace here, as he's just wanting to get damage done, get Rikoll down. He's got Rikoll on a back leg right now. He's only got health here, no armor right now at all. So Rikoll is standing on 1 foot. And once again, if Rikoll corners himself again here, very nice sneak there at the yellow armor, waiting it out, but Milton springs the trap, takes down Rikoll, and now he's going to be looking to finish him off and take a bit more here. So then again, you know, that 5 minutes, 10 to 1 kind of score there, that could change very quickly. Milton taking red armor, heading back towards mid, looking for Rikoll at YA, and look at this great pressure to keep Rikoll off of that. And even in the barrage of those rockets, Milton is hungry for the frags right now, and you can see that coming through in his play. He is just looking to rip it back up, and he's brought this back down to a 6 frag game.
Yeah, definitely Milton is still in this game, and he's one of those players that doesn't give up, and he will keep pushing faster and faster until, you know, your nerves just shut down on you. But yeah, it was still pretty, just to get the 10-0 screenshot for 5 minutes, it's pretty cool for Rikoll. Well, let's see how this one ends. Right now, Milton is in control of the map finally, getting the frags, and now with 5 frags, and he's on a roll. And it's up to Rikoll to get some kind of stoppage, some kind of stop to the momentum that Milton's built up over this 2 minutes here.
And the real difference we need to look at here is the fact that when Rikoll was in control, he was getting, you know, 1 frag every, 20, 30 seconds or so. Milton, he's been able to take a hell of a lot back together here. We're currently looking at 12 to 10, but Milton rolling this like this, I mean, he's still got a bit of the mega, he's just got a pickup of red armor. I mean, this is going to get 2 frags very, very quickly here. Yeah, exactly. This is going to be
tied.
Exactly. And just the fact that Milton was able to work with a very slow pace when Rikoll was in control, but now that Milton's in control, he's not going to let anything go to chance. Rikoll is able to get a frag right before red armor comes back up. This might be a momentary save for him, or something to even take control of the map back together. Once again, Milton picking up YA, not quite dead yet, but Rikoll's at 18 health, back up to 68, head back down towards mega health. It is, Milton's going to get floated by the LG, and Rikoll is back in pole position here. I mean, it's only a 4 frag difference, but if he can keep this together for another few minutes, then he might be able to pull the map together. I don't know, it's any man's game right now.
Oh my goodness. I was going to say that he could win if he just stayed stable, and there he goes, dying again. This is what I call total chaos. I think they're just trying to throw the dice and see who gets the snake eyes or whatever lucky shot they can get.
Well, yeah, I mean, a lot of Milton's play during the first half of this was just, you know, try to get in that rocket, try to get that lucky shot, try to get, you know, Rikoll down a bit, and once Milton has the foothold, you can see that he's turning up the pace, turning up the juice very, very quickly, and Rikoll is honestly having a little bit more trouble keeping up with it, but a lucky shot here and there, Rikoll's able to maintain a lead. It's only 4 frags difference.
No, we're good.
But,
15 seconds, let's do the math here.
Yep.
You can slow spawn 3 times in how many seconds? Yeah, it's enough, it's enough.
We will see. All right, but this is going to be an amazingly close game, but Rikoll's going to have this game in his bonnet, and he's going to be very proud of that. Indeed. So this was Milton's pick, wasn't it? Aerowalk was?
I believe so. It could be the end of the era of Milton. I don't know. We'll see.
Well, here we are back on the Blood Run. We have ourselves a countdown. Phil, why don't you kick us off here?
Of course, it's not the era. I'm just kidding. We all know Milton's the king, but he has to prove it now. Milton with the GL spawn, actually a bad spawn, as Rikoll picks up the Mega and Red, and Milton knows he can't stop him. Rikoll also traps him going to the lightning gun. The yellow armor is not enough for Milton. Rikoll with the first frag, and literally all the items in the map except the yellow armor are his, all the guns and all the armor. And this is now his map to lose. He's gonna fight out this red armor position. Get the kill, there's the red armor. Mega's still up, and he can sync it up with 3 seconds. So this is a real good start for Rikoll.
Indeed it is, and with none of the initial slow start that we saw on Aerowalk, Rikoll already taking a very decisive control, very decisive lead here. It's only 2 frags, but down below he's able to do a bit of damage. Coming back to the teleport is going to be a little bit risky for him, delaying it just for a second. But Milton does not come in to challenge for that red armor, so Rikoll is once again going to be able to get away with Mega and Red. Picking up Red first, though, he's going to be taking a barrage of rockets from up above as Milton lays in some of that damage. So Milton, even with the stack, he's not really in a great position to do a lot of damage of his own here. Teleporter is able to whip one across to his right, and follow him down all the way with his shaft and take one off of the spawn as well. So there's a nice 2 for 1, and Rikoll's gonna be able to maintain this thing. But the question is, with all the damage that he took in mid during the last few seconds, especially with that rocket at mega health, is he going to be able to maintain his control of red armor? Here's a fight for it, and it's going to be a frag. It's going to be a spawn frag, and Rikoll, leaving red armor back up, goes in to take down Milton first of all, and manages to get away there with red. Milton, I mean, Mega's going to be gone at this point, but Rikoll's back where he needs to be. 6-on-0 here.
Wow. I mean, is that what everybody's saying? If you said 6-0
yeah,
in 2 minutes, would you laugh? Well, nobody's laughing now, and Milton's in a tough spot. He's got plenty of time, of course, but Rikoll again is still in control. And there's been some close fights, and there's been some, questionable lucky moments for Rikoll. So you can't always count on that. But Rikoll is he's in control. He's got, as you can see, the red and the Mega, plenty of ammo for both guns that he has, and Milton, he's pressuring, but you see those kills, they just keep piling up.
Indeed, they do, and Milton
he even controls the yellow.
Yeah. And Milton, I mean, we're looking at this, and he's actually setting up some fairly decent fights, some good positions at the red armor to make a challenge for it, but Rikoll's rockets are putting him to shame each and every time. So we're almost 3 minutes into this, and we're already looking at 9-0. On the blood run, that's a bit more significant. Milton's able to get away with one, though. He's got a bit more armor left over, so hopefully we can see a bit of a repeat. Oh, no, Milton's going to be RJing off of his own opponent's face, and he's going to be the corpse flying away at this point. But a spawn is going to be giving him red armor here, and getting in the way of Rikoll there. It's going to be very valuable for him right now. Now he's got full stack, but it's not quite full control yet here. I mean, he needs to start to get Rikoll on the run, get the frags done on him, and start to pull something together. 8-on-1 here, still definitely doable. Milton pulling back the same kind of comeback he started to do on Aerowalk. But as we saw last match, Rikoll was able to put the kibosh on that as well. So here comes the damage. A bit of yellow armor is able to keep Rikoll alive a little bit longer, giving him the opportunity to knock down Milton's stack. It's all going to come down to this next spawn for red armor and Mega. Oh, one rocket right in the noggin. Milton's now back on the run.
8-3. He's working for it. He plays so smart. I don't know if you noticed when he was running away and then trying to catch Rikoll, he skipped all the items so he wouldn't give away the sound, even though, I mean, it's just such a mind game here. 9-4, Milton again with no armor. So Rikoll, it's like every fight is very close.
Wow, that was beautiful LG there after the assisted rocket jump. But yeah, as you said, there's been a lot of cases where Milton without the stack advantage, is able to evade Rikoll very, very effectively. It just comes down to the fights for red armor that Milton's been showing up at fairly consistently, like he should be, but Rikoll's own rockets are able to, well, just take him out the pasture each and every time. Very nice rocket pop there by Milton. Rikoll's going to be able to survive it, but Milton is going to have to come back around the long way for another push for red armor. Being very, very silent right now, and once again, that just smart play. He knows he has to perhaps give up the item. He doesn't quite have the stack to make a push for it, but he's holding onto his own life, and he's not taking any damage in the meantime. Also taking away yellow armor. It's going to be a big boon here. And getting Rikoll trapped out. Say goodbye to that stack, Rikoll, and Milton is going to be able to pull this back together to a 3-frag game.
You just can't be that careless. You gotta real solid in everything you do. And Rikoll is just trying to push his luck too much, I think. Milton now within 2 frags. And really, if you just watch how Milton plays, when he's in a tough position, he makes as few mistakes as possible. If he doesn't have the top advantage, he skips the fight. He goes under and he went around the stairs.
Yep.
If he has the top advantage, he's all over you. You see right here? So it's tied. Now he's in the lead for the first time now. What is it? A couple minutes from the end now. He's picking up these frags. And all the time he's just running the armors. And it's like the frags come to him.
Oh yeah, Rikoll's definitely being very, very aggro-aggressive here. Though, I mean, he's got the stack, but unlike Rikoll in the past few cases, Milton's also keeping a fairly good distance from Rikoll, even when he has that. Picking up yellow armor here is to be good as well, leaving Rikoll high and dry, tossing off a lot of nades. Milton come back to the teleporter. That has been disastrous for him in the past. Very nice rocket as he flies over the balcony. Milton picking together another frag here, but we might see this thing slow down a little bit here as Milton is going to be looking to maintain his control here. Rikoll's going to be trying to find a way in, and Milton has to be, again, very, very cautious for Rikoll's own explosive attacks, just like this one. Here it comes, shoving Milton back in the corner. He's going to have a good defensive position here to throw some rockets against the red armor spawn, but Milton might once again have to evade the fight for the better circumstance. Rikoll's very smart play coming back to the teleporter. Yes, it is.
He's got a lot of stuff to work with. He cannot afford to make any more mistakes. That was a good little rocket jump there. Didn't really give him much. Oh well, it did give him position on Milton. He gets the kill. Keeps him away from the red. No, he didn't keep him away. That was such a good little steal by Milton. He just still died, but he denied him the red armor. Now it's tied at 12, and Rikoll gets a good frag. Another one. Good 2 fast spawn frags for Rikoll might just seal him, the CT and DM3. This is best of 3, and Milton didn't lose his first map, so he's got to win this, or it'll be all over. He gets a kill though, now it's close, 15 to 13. Oh my god.
Yeah, no shit. I mean, we've seen this thing swing back and forth so many times. Rikoll fairly weak here, but honestly,
he's in trouble.
Milton, though, he's going to be coming forward. There's a nice spawn frag, and with no mega quite ready. Milton, I mean, he's got the frag roll here, but he's got no advantage for the stack. He takes a hefty amount of damage from his own rocket in order to secure that red armor.
Still got
Everything's
2
going to
minutes
be about this next mega. Yes, it is. We're tied 15 to 15. 2 minutes left to go. Rikoll down below, still tossing off a lot of very strong shaft against Milton here.
Well, the shafts are actually pretty weak. It's 26 to 23%. Yeah, and in the first map it was like 19 and 18% for a long time. But yeah, the rockets are pretty good. Plenty of directs. And here's a good fight, but they're not going to commit just yet. Now they know that the next fight will be decisive because there probably will be some spawn frags. Rikoll really risky coming through those pineapples, not getting hurt, and controls the red armor. See, that's map control. If you control the map, you'll control the frags. Now where is Milton? He's hiding. He knows he wants the yellow. But Rikoll will not defend that all the way. Yep, he comes back for it. He doesn't give Milton the yellow without a fight. Picks it up himself. And again, the red armor is ready for him. Oh, but he's low 11. It's the mega hair. That was such a good attack for Milton. I don't believe. How does he pull these off? And he dies. Rikoll dies. 1 minute remaining.
That was absolutely amazing.
It's not a game over
I mean,
yet.
everything you were saying about that last about that last fight deciding everything. I was looking at the stack, I was like, Milton doesn't have the stack to bring to that fight, and he has not shown that he's the kind of guy who wants to just go +4 just because there's only 1 minute left.
GG.
Fail jump there. That is going to be a good game indeed. But Milton, I mean, he
We
really
will
paced that out
have the map,
perfectly.
though.
Right. But he paced that out perfectly. I mean, he didn't go in for the when he wasn't stacked up, made Rikoll come to him, and even that play at yellow armor, you could tell that it was Rikoll who was trying to play the trap, but it was really Milton in charge of everything there. And that last little mistake, throwing off a rocket at red armor when Milton was still coming up the stairs, that cost him everything, and it's just been a roll since then.
Well, I'm gonna have to watch that again because I did not expect Milton to come up with that final attack. I thought Rikoll was safe, and that's why I stopped talking, but it was like out of nowhere. I gotta see that again. I gotta see how it happened. Final score 23-15 in favor of Milton. So what's gonna be the third map?
Alright guys, right here, the Viper squad, Milton versus Rikoll. We're gonna be moving into the third and final map. Yep.
In the past, I think Rikoll was like the one map wonder on DM4. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Of course, Milton's not too shabby either, but this is going to be real close.
As awkward as some of the Quake World original maps are, I mean, they just have a personality that is unmatched. But here we go live right now. Gonna be watching Rikoll getting that all-important red armor spawn, moving back through teleporter very, very quickly. A very decisive play is going to give him an initial armor stack here without giving up too much, but he's also got his hands back on LG, taking a quick look at Milton. He's only got rock launcher, no lightning gun for him yet, and he's actually in a fairly poor position here. He's going to be waiting out the next spawn for red armor, but here come the nades.
Well, he's in a good position because he has the yellow armor, but he has a limited supply of rockets, and he will be trapped once he... Oh! Rikoll just lapsed a little bit in his defense of that teleporter, and Milton's right out. And now, actually, Milton's in a better position because he's got a little bit more armor, and he has the position where he can retreat to the armor room, but Rikoll does not have that option.
Yeah, Rikoll had every amount of initiative to... Oh, man, he's actually going to get turned back around. Milton coming from behind is going to be able to get first frag, and that was less about Milton doing the right thing and Rikoll just really kind of, like you said, lapsing just a little bit on the spawn from the teleporter, but...
Yeah, he was out of options there.
Yeah.
Oh,
we got the slower play here. Very nice
bounce there.
Yep. And that trading of frags was absolutely vital, as you can see. I mean, it immediately turned the pace up a hair or two, just because they're going to be resetting their spawns. Nobody's going to be in immediate control, so it's going to be a free and open fight for not only the red armor, but also for the initial grab of lightning gun. Milton, lightning gun, and Rikoll. Yeah.
Actually, Milton got the rest of it, so the frags went Milton's way. Now Rikoll is with the yellow, but again, he's in the same position as before, where he was out of options, remember? He's trapped, and Milton has the ability to retreat while Rikoll can't go anywhere. Ooh. Nice!
Oh my god, very
attack,
nice.
Though.
Milton maybe just a little bit too eager.
There's always the option of landing 2 shots to the face of your opponent. There's always that.
Oh yeah, of course. When in doubt, just... yeah. But Milton taking a bit of damage here. Rikoll looking to make his own roll across mid-map here. Milton getting a nice bit of rocket splash. Rikoll still be able to soak on back here to red armor and wait this out. He's up by a single frag right here. Red armor's up, but he's not going to quite be going... Oh no, I'm sorry, it wasn't quite up. But with grenades coming his way, he's not going to be wasting any time moving back in. He knew that Milton was not going to be in a position to capitalize on the teleporter exit with that grenade coming through there. So very decisive. It cost him a bit of armor, but it got him some good position. Rikoll, though, being stuck down below once again. It's going to be giving up another frag, tying it back up 2-2, but spawning red armor, that's going to be a help. Milton flying back out. He's going to be bounced back a little bit, and it's going to be a lava frag. Chalk 1 up for the ever-omnipotent lava.
Rikoll is definitely showing that he knows DM4. He's no chump here. And it's close. They're not all out, ball for the wall. They're controlling the armors. They're choosing their fights. Now Rikoll is finally able to have that advantage over Milton. You see Milton's there in that little room. And Rikoll has only got the yellow, but that's plenty enough to keep your opponent occupied. And let's see who gets the control. Milton, though. Oh my goodness. How do these people come out of these traps? I don't understand this. Rikoll with a good spawn, though. Yeah, Milton's out of rockets almost, but Rikoll with a good spawn, good armor spawn, always a nice thing in this map.
There we go.
Is that
Milton
Paradox,
already
by the way?
anticipating.
Yeah.
There we go. Rikoll tying it back up 3-3, taking red armor. This is going to be a good spot for him. Of course, that's going to give mid control to Milton very quickly here. So Rikoll's got to be careful about his exit, especially being that low on health.
Well, he's waiting for those little health packs.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
It's tied 3-3, so now, of course, this is going to be the decisive fight for the next couple of minutes. So they're not going to just go. See, Rikoll has the red armor, so he knows he can take it if the grenades come flying. So he's just waiting out here to see if he can get some kind of little chance if Milton overcommits himself. This is why he's stalling right now. He's buffing his health. He does have no rockets, by the way, so he cannot rocket jump, but he has plenty of LG, and he's pretty good with the LG. And that is the best option. He got the red armor with the grenade to the face, so almost a free red armor for him. Now he has 20 extra seconds that he can try and come back to it. But Milton
is
real
all
tough.
over him. Ooh.
Indeed he is. And there's a spawn flag almost. Well, he's trapped anyway. Milton now is in control.
Even after that long exit, I do like the fact that Milton slowed himself down a little bit. As you said, there were some situations earlier on this map where, yeah, Milton probably overcommitted himself a little bit, but waiting for him through the teleporter, Milton's going to be taking one away. Rikoll spawning Mega. This is going to be a place where Milton could keep him down there for a while. I mean, he's up by 2 frags. We're halfway through the map. Milton might be getting a little bit more comfortable here, which, as we've already seen today, is very, very dangerous indeed. But Milton is keeping his eye on the exit there. Rikoll still down below. He's got the Mega Grab and Rocket Launcher, but if he can't get out of there without taking a couple nades to the nuts, it's all going to be for nothing. And I like this. Milton's not just standing there. I mean, he's keeping himself stacked up. He's keeping his ammo up as well. Not wasting anything. Here comes Rikoll, and Rikoll takes it all in the face. 6-on-3 now.
Milton can get a good run here now with a bunch of spawn frags, and there they come. Just misses the red armor, and Milton waits there for a bit to see if he spawns there. He doesn't. But again, Milton in control now, and he's not rushing it. Whether it's 4-3 or 8-3 or 9-3, he's all good. He doesn't have to get more frags, he just gotta win.
And what a change of tenor here from Milton during the earlier part of this. I mean, we saw a lot of frags getting traded, a lot of mutual frag suicides, even a bit of a lava suicide, just because Milton was kind of leaping into many situations, and Rikoll was able to react to that very, very well. Now Milton, now that he's got a bit of a map lock here, he's going to be exercising that very wisely, but also very cautiously as well. I mean, he's got the frag advantage, he's got nothing to lose. He's going to be playing a bit more defensively, even when he's looking at Rikoll out of the exit of that teleporter. He's just going to be evading the fight right now, getting back in the strong position.
Well, Rikoll has at least stopped the killing, and now he's just looking around to see if he can get a drop on Milton. But they're not really seeing each other too much.
Very spam
It's hard to
match,
tell.
so when they run out of rockets, they're playing very defensive. Can't really
Yeah, that's a
hold
good
the map
point.
control. That's why Milton is going back now.
Rikoll maybe a little bit of frustration here, especially with Milton getting the spawn frag. Once again, there we have it. Milton is taking a bit of attenuation damage here, but most of the time, yeah, this is just going to be a bit of rolling.
Well, safe say Milton is in control. Maybe he doesn't have the red armor, but he's got the position. And it's now Rikoll who has to make the frags happen. That's always hard.
It's starting to look like the wind has gone out of Rikoll's sails a little bit there. Ever since that long play at Mega Health, Rikoll's been giving away a few more things here, and yeah, there's been a lot of really, really aggressive choices by him. He's able to take Milton down to 9 health, but in general, I think Rikoll is going to be looking for a second wind if he can get it.
Well, of course, this is the final map, tiebreaker, so winner takes it. But yeah, 19-20-3. Wow, it was a lot closer in the beginning.
Absolutely, and you know, nerves are always a factor here, and I think we're starting to see Rikoll just get worn down a bit. He'll be dropping down in the lower bracket. Who's waiting for him for that final? Do we know?
I don't know. I think
don't know either.
the lower bracket has to catch up a little bit.
Oh, okay, cool. So here we have it, 1 minute 20 seconds left on the clock, but far-fetched from the initial, very, very close game that we saw at the beginning of this. This thing has exploded into Milton's favor, and he hasn't even been playing it all that aggressively. Of course, a bit in the beginning, but now that he's got himself in a good position, I mean, he's just working it slowly, but he is working it the entire way. And even his spawn frags, they're not exactly looking rushed or hurried at all. I mean, he's got his sound cues very, very well down here, and he's just able to take frag after frag almost in a casual manner. Now, Rikoll's able to take one frag away, but with this amount of time, and Rikoll, yeah, he's trying to go aggressive after that initial frag. Once again, underlining the fact that Rikoll just doesn't quite have the fight in him anymore in this match. So 30 seconds left here, 34-4. You might see a few more before the end of this thing, but that'll be Rikoll's decision, not Milton's.
Well, I gotta give Rikoll credit. He tried his best, and he got a map from Milton, which is a lot more than most people can say. And this is actually going to be even this is the tickets for QHLAN Duel, so the winner will get a free ticket to QHLAN. But what will be even more interesting is in the actual Duel tournament at QHLAN, when these guys play, what's going to happen on LAN.
Absolutely. I mean, we are looking at only 25-26 ping for these guys, very even, but yeah, LAN is a whole nother world altogether. 38-4 is our final score. Milton's going to be moving forward into the grand final, and we're going to be looking to see some updates here for the lower bracket and the lower bracket final. Alright guys, well stay tuned right here on TastySpleen.tv, joined up today with quakeworld.nu with the QHLAN fight for the tickets. And it's going to come down between Milton and one other lucky guy. Maybe we'll see Rikoll make it back up again, but we're going to have a few more matches in the meantime. So stay tuned, guys.